You ever notice when you're looking for something, you can never find what you're looking for? Yesterday, I was looking for a pair of pliers, and here it is now that I don't need them. And now I'm looking for the glazing tacks, and I can't find them. And as soon as I go buy some, I guarantee you, I'll find them. That's one problem I always have is whenever you're looking for something, and this is why I usually will take things back, because what happens is when you need them, you can't find it, and so you end up having so much stuff, overstock stuff, and you go through and say, oh, I need this, I need this, I need this, and it ends up being when you need it, you can't find it. Because this is a perfect example. I've got these. We don't need these because I found a box of these. So, you go through and you got a whole bunch of stuff that ends up going back. And that's not why you guys are here right now, me going crazy trying to find some glazing tacks so I can put this window in. You're here because we're talking about them boys. And them boys have done some stuff. There's wide receivers out there that are deep threats. We have DeAndre Hopkins, who is going to check out Bill Belichick and Bill O'Brien. Apparently, they buried the hatchet, and he's okay with playing for Bill O'Brien. And you're probably saying, well, what's the problem with Bill O'Brien? You'll remember when the Texans were actually playing really, really well, they had DeAndre Hopkins, and they decided, we don't need a good wide receiver. We're going to go ahead and trade him because Bill O'Brien thought he was Bill Belichick and found out the hard way that he ain't Bill Belichick. Actually, there's my tripod. See, look, I was sitting there looking for my tripod, couldn't find it. Now I've gotten halfway into the video, I find the tripod. So apparently they've worked that out that, if that ends up being, they work out the numbers, he's okay with that. But see, desperate times call for desperate measures. See, when you first got free and you're sitting there thinking, yeah, I got, any place I want to go, I can go. But then reality comes in and you find out that these teams don't necessarily have money. Although I may say that there could be a possibility that maybe Buffalo might be in the mix. If they end up trading Stephon Diggs, they could bring in DeAndre Hopkins and actually save some money. So that might be one of those things you look at and say, maybe, who knows? I don't know. But the Cowboys have signed a deep threat. Yes, they have. A 2-year deal worth about a little over $1 million. Tyler Johnson. You're like, Tyler Johnson, Mr. Johnson. Yeah, Tyler Johnson. Tyler Johnson, for those who don't know who he is, and that's probably everybody, Tyler Johnson, wide receiver who's been a journeyman thus far. Let me see if I can remember. He finished up, I think, with the Rams last year and played in 2 games, no catches. That's not good. He played with the Chargers, I think Tampa Bay for a couple of years, the Texans, and I'm probably missing some other teams, but he's been signed by the Dallas Cowboys. But here's the thing that's interesting. He's actually played in 26 games and had 23 receptions, okay? The interesting part of this is his average per catch is 18.3 yards a catch. Now, mind you, he's been in the league since 2019 and hasn't played but, like I said, 26 games. But when he does catch a pass, it's way down the field. So you can say that he is definitely a deep threat. Now, whether or not the Cowboys are going to have him out on the field, because we do have a plethora, see, that's one of my new words, plethora of wide receivers. So I don't know if the Cowboys will get him out on the field and stuff like that, but definitely, at least he has some experience. At least he's a guy who you definitely look at and say can go down the field. And, before you guys poo-poo it, because I know that's what you guys always do. Oh, this guy, he's a bum. Okay. All right, I hear what you're saying. He's a bum, he's a journeyman and stuff. But, sometimes guys need to be in the right system with the opportunity to actually thrive and succeed. And this could be one of those cases. So don't poo-poo that. Don't stop poo-pooing. No, actually, don't stop poo-pooing because, some of y'all are already too full of shit as it is. So please keep poo-pooing because we don't need any more of y'all full of shit. But anyway, be that as it may, that's where we are with the Dallas Cowboys. The Stephon Diggs situation. Now you're hearing, of course, the rumors that he could be traded, how difficult it would be, teams that are likely if that's the case. But the reality is as much as we hear about guys being traded and this guy's unhappy and stuff, being unhappy and being able to do something about it are two different things. DeAndre Hopkins was unhappy with a situation with the Cardinals, right? He was unhappy with that situation. They released him, and the grass is not greener on the other side like he thought it was. No disrespect to the Titans, no disrespect to New England. Those are probably better situations at the moment than the Cardinals, but it's not where he's looking and saying, hey, I'm going to be challenging for a Super Bowl. So let me get out of here so that way I can go ahead and get my ring. That's a great theory, but reality is having that freedom hasn't been that good. Dalvin Cook, he's saying, I want to go someplace where I'm wanted. He didn't feel that he was being wanted by Minnesota and stuff. But here it is, a week after being released, you're not getting that big contract. You think, Zeke Elliott, hey, I got my list of teams that I want to go to. That's great that you got your list, but you ain't necessarily on their list. So sometimes we wish for things to happen, and we end up finding out that we're regretting it in the long haul. So we'll see what happens with DeAndre Hopkins in his situation, and if he does in fact get a better situation. And me, I gotta find some glazing tacks so that way I can put in this window. Yes, babe. What you need? What you listen? Those in the kitchen there. Okay. Yeah, we actually have a kitchenette with the refrigerator, and we got a sink with the water and stuff. So this place is coming right. Oh, we got a toilet. So when I say stop the shit, I don't have to stop the shit here. We can actually do that here. We don't have to go over next door to Walmart, but we appreciate them allowing us to use theirs. All right, good people. We'll see what Mr. Johnson does for the Dallas Cowboys. Hope you guys are having a great day, and I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, which is trying to find the damn glazing tacks. Peace. You still here? Peace.